What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be speaking about having Mars in a conjunction to your partner's Jupiter when it comes to SYNASTRY. It can be an aspect that can really bring a sense of making a person feel alive in this connection, because it can bring a very exciting and adventurous element to a relationship between two people. And when it comes to a relationship with this aspect in it, it does feel like a sense of adventure also being a part of that relationship for both of the people. It can feel quite electric. It can also feel like there's a very passionate element that is being brought into the relationship between the two people because of having this aspect. And that's because when it comes to Jupiter, this is a planet that represents expansion and growth and even joy. And when it comes to Jupiter, it can really feel very inspiring, or it can feel like a sense of there being a lot of potential that is being explored. And when it comes to having Jupiter, it can also be a pretty lucky planet. So it represents all of these things when it comes to the Jupiter person in this connection, what they are representing. On the other hand, when it comes to Mars, Mars is the planet of action and drive and desire, and it is how we go after the things that we want. And when it comes to Mars, this does also include how we go after what we want in love and relationships and romance. And so when it comes to these two planets kind of aligning in a conjunction in two people's birth charts, this can actually make for a pretty good SYNASTRY aspect to share with someone in a relationship, because they can feel instinctively this drive to act together when it comes to even things like supporting each other's ambitions, and even when it comes to things like exploring life together. And their energy is just doubled when it comes to them coming together, and it can feel very inspiring and also very motivating as well, and even uplifting. And for this reason, it can actually be a pretty good SYNASTRY aspect to have in your relationship with someone. And when it comes to the positives of having this aspect, it can really bring in the sense of high energy between the two of them, as well as a lot of strong attraction towards each other with this aspect. And also that feeling of really being very supportive or encouraging of each other when it comes to pursuing things like their goals or even their hobbies or even just their interests in general, as well as adventures, because this aspect can also be one that's quite adventurous. And it can really bring this sense that things are bigger and brighter when it comes to their relationship because of this aspect of it. And when it comes to whenever they are around each other, their energy can also feel very confident, very enthusiastic, and it just can feel very exciting with this aspect. And essentially this aspect can really feel like a fun-loving aspect in a relationship between two people. When it comes to this aspect, it can be a pretty positive one in a relationship, but when it comes to the challenging sides, or the sides where things can feel like where things can feel more negative, it can still exist that they can have their challenges even with this aspect, especially because Jupiter can really bring a lot of optimism, and also the Jupiter person here can have a lot of optimism coming into this relationship with a Mars person. But when it comes to the more challenging sides of things, it can also be that Mars can at times be more impulsive and even come off a bit overconfident in this relationship with the Jupiter person. And there's still the potential for arguments or fights, especially if the plans that they make don't go according to plan. Within this relationship, there can be a lot of energy in both of the people. The Mars person and the Jupiter person can come into this with a lot of energy, and at times can also make the connection feel a little bit overwhelming, especially if they're not channeling that energy towards something productive, or something that is going to be a more positive way of channeling all of that energy. So something like channeling that energy towards adventures and hobbies and goals and projects, and really something more magical rather than something that is more intense and kind of like it is something that is triggering a lot of chaos. And when it comes to this aspect, it can feel like a fated kind of an aspect to share with someone for the reasons that it feels very magnetic, and you can also feel like there's a lot of attraction between the Mars person and the Jupiter person. It can also be an aspect that makes the connection feel like it is one that is destined, or there is a sense of expansion, and it feels destined in an expansive way. In addition to it being playful or in a very enjoyable aspect for both the Mars person and the Jupiter person. When it comes to the Jupiter person and the Mars person, have this way of naturally bringing out a side in each other, and it can feel like they are naturally able to bring out the best in each other, because when it comes to them pushing each other to be able to grow, they do it in a way where it also feels like it's still a fun experience. And for this reason, there's a sense of lifting each other up. And for both the Mars and the Jupiter person, this element can be something very attractive about each other, to each other. But generally, it can be a pretty positive synastry aspect to share with someone. And for the reason that it brings a lot of energy into the relationship. It can be high energy and a lot of excitement between the two of them. And it can be a very enthusiastic kind of energy that exists in this relationship with this synastry between the two of them. Can feel like they also have a way of being able to motivate each other, and that brings a sense of feeling more alive because of this connection, when it comes to this connection and the feelings it's evoking in both of them. And also with this aspect, they can have a lot of physical and emotional attraction between the two of them. They can have a lot of passion as well as a lot of chemistry between the two of them that naturally exists and is quite strong. And in addition to this, they can actually grow a lot in this connection with each other, because they encourage each other to take risks, and they also kind of inspire each other to try new things and to expand on their horizon, which is why it can feel quite expansive. Like there's a sense of destiny to their connection, but it's in an expansive way. And another positive thing about having the synastry aspect with someone is how optimistic it can feel, as well as feeling like a very supportive energy in their relationship with each other. And it can feel very fun when it comes to the experience of this relationship with each other, and also experiences that they go through with this aspect in their relationship with each other. It can feel like a very lucky and joyful and exciting kind of energy that this aspect brings to the relationship with each other. And this can really make things feel quite exciting and feel alive when it comes to their energies in this relationship with this aspect. Both the Jupiter person and the Mars person also quite supportive of each other, so it does also feel like having a relationship full of mutual motivation, excitement, and growth and adventure, and even a lot of support through the experiences that they go through in this relationship that actually grows them. Well, that does it for this video on having your Mars in a conjunction to your partner's Jupiter in synastry. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it and that you found it helpful. And if you did, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos. Well, that is where I love and leave you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.